Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I'm going to do another fantastic reading, second one today, about the Ace of Pentacles. And we had Lighten Your Load this morning, talking about the fact that when you finally let go of things, when you get overburdened, you know, it's like an overfill of the cup. Sometimes it's best to just empty out that cup and start new, you know, like it's either the cup tips over, there's too much water, the cup tips over, empties out, and then you have a brand new, fresh, empty cup. And you realize that maybe the tap was running too strongly, and that's why the cup got too full, and somebody wasn't drinking out of it. So you start to re-strategize what you're going to do. It leaves you a lot of room when you finally let go of everything to start brand new, okay? Because sometimes we're running so fast and we're doing so many things that it doesn't afford us any room to grow. And I feel that is really the spiritual message today. You have either gone past this point or you are very near this point, and now you're at the point of saying, now is the time to invest in things that matter and things that are going to grow for me, okay? And they have wealth, but this could be wealth of mind, wealth of material, any kind of wealth, really. Okay, so I'm going to pull some oracle cards. Waking the lion, like that. Beyond the ordinary. Look at that. Look at how beautiful you are. You can also picture this experience as bringing you out of the ordinary, out of the same old rut that you've been in, to make you come out of your shell, to make your colors explode. Okay? Look at that. It's an explosion of color. When somebody's had enough, they're showing me the anger they feel. They unload all of that anger, and they often cause people to feel like, oh my God, what is going on? Why are they, like, you know, going all like that? But when the person's done unloading, it's like they've liberated themselves from all of that. Okay? Ooh, what is that? That's quite interesting. The path isn't always a straight line. You come back to things that you thought you understood and see deeper truths. So perfect. This morning we had rock bottom. Same thing. Sometimes you've been carrying some stuff for so long, you don't realize that it's, you see, the wind's blowing through, clearing out the path, so that you can see better where you're going, Pisces. Okay? I feel that it's going to have a very freeing effect for some of you. Avoid hateful thoughts, as they are just as hurtful as physically striking someone. Yeah. So in your anger, just remember, thinking them, even just if you're saying them and thinking them, they can be just as harmful to you. So sometimes it's probably better to just scream nothing at all. Have that, instead of, you know, that hateful stuff coming out. Sometimes the frustration is better just let out in a very different way, okay? It's like saying be careful with your words, Pisces, because they carry weight. Not just for the people that you're saying it to. I know about this as well. I felt this as well. Enjoy the process instead of always looking for the result. Again, talking about when you are meeting obstacles, meeting to go and move past it and forward in the future. That's after you've done. I feel there's a two-step process in these readings. It's quite confused me today. I feel like they're saying in one way, you're unburdening, you're hitting rock bottom, everything's being dropped. But then on the other side of things, it's to plant the seed that needs to grow in a different way. And it says, enjoy the process instead of always looking for the result. If you're looking at life as always obstacles to the end game, you're always going to feel burdened by things. And that's what I feel like they're saying. Don't look at it that way from this point forward. Look at it from a point of view of meeting up to joining to the obstacles. And I don't know how to say it properly. It's like rising up to the occasion of things that are going to come up to you in your path. All right, so I have the before tarot and the after tarot mixed in together. And there's the Hermit card again. This time it's in reverse. So let's see. Oh, we have the 9. Love this deck. I love these decks. Okay. You guys. I pick only the ones that fall out, okay? That's why I keep putting them back. But I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles. I got all kinds here. Okay. How interesting. Okay. Let me put this card back this way. You have the Hermit in reverse. You have the 8 of Pentacles, but this deck is very different. Okay, so that's the before he goes back to work. And in this one, it's the after. Okay, so the bird has flown away, and she is now tending to the grapes. Again, this is the after tarot. You see them doing a tug of war with the flag. Very interesting. They're playing. Okay. This card, most definitely, the way that he's hanging things up is he's not working right now. He's just hanging up the stuff that he's already done. And I feel that it's very important the way that this card came through. As soon as I looked at it, it's like taking, as I said, that moment of balance that you need. This morning we were talking about rebalancing with the 6 of Pentacles. This is what that feels to me. It's that moment in between the hard work and the work that you've done and the work that you're going to continue doing in your lifetime. It's time to take a break once in a while and rebalance, to figure out before you get back to the work of the grapes, because in this case she's going back to the hard work. In the card of the current, the present, she's with the bird, looking at everything, surveying around her. Okay? There has to be a moment of clarity and play and just releasing all those burdens. And I feel that with the Hermit like this, it's saying that that's the thing that's maybe been escaping you. Even when you watch these, we're always talking about the work that you're doing, the work that you're accomplishing, the things that you need to think about, the need that you need to feel in your heart chakra. But in this case, with the feminine, a lot of it is about receiving. And there's the Sun with the before that came out. Okay. It's interesting. It's almost like the Sun is breathing this child down, bringing him down slowly. He is so content and sleeping and comfortable. I feel that both of these are about relaxation and play. They're about the stuff that we don't do enough of. We're either overcoming something or trying to rest up for the next thing. but we rarely take time to just be. The Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands, and now we have the Moon. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah. Again, she is breathing in this energy. Okay? And this is a relaxing energy, and so is this one. It's like saying that in between clarity and illusion, there's rest. There's the time of just being who you are, between all this hard work, between the rock bottom of having to let go of the burdens and planting the seeds. There's a time. There's a time you need to take to just enjoy the energy that comes in from that. It's not all about obstacles. If you never have any downtime, of course you're going to take that everything that you start new on is an obstacle. That's why this morning when that song came in from, I was talking about Gnarls Barkley, that's what I feel. I feel like we are, when we snap and we have to let go of everything, what we enjoy the most is the quiet, the time to rest, the time to just be in the energy of the open space that it creates. The big boom, when the explosion happens, poof, for a moment everything gets clear and quiet. And there's a lot of space that comes in. We're constantly always like moving, on the go. I'm working, I'm moving towards something. But rarely do we take time to stop and play and enjoy the sun. Okay? So lighten your load is, yeah. Queen of Cups, we saw her just before. This had already come. Again with the receptivity. Receptivity about the female energy is, nope, that just flipped. It didn't come out. The receptivity about the female energy is about the yin, the quiet, the receiving. It's not the action. Because when we're overburdened and we snap, that is an action. That's an action of liberating, right? We drop everything. That's still an action of throwing everything off. And then when we go back on the road to recovery or the new obstacle, that's an action too. But we've been talking a lot about the melody in between, which is the pause. The pause makes the melody, and it's the pause that we don't stay enough in. Okay. Okay. Right, missing the magic. Okay. I've always said this, but I love this Four of Cups. Look at that. If you try to control things too many times, it's almost like the Tower is coming in this one. It feels, but it's death going. I'm gonna hit you upside the head until you change. You're gonna let go because I'm gonna make sure that things are gonna happen that you're gonna have to transform. It's gonna be the death. The burden's gonna drop. Everything is gonna, like, it's like the death of a project, the death of a relationship, the death of something for you to stop trying to control it so badly. Okay? It's like death's coming in this card going, what are you doing? Are you trying to stop, a change from happening? So I feel that you've already been here. And the boundaries, because they're both in reverse, even have the devil, okay? And I feel that this is, I know that this is the man and the woman who are together, and But it's almost to the point where in this card it almost feels like it feels so bad that you need to do something that feels good even though it may be bad for you. Okay? So again, I feel that you know these things. You have been fairly acquainted with these things and you know what this means. And this is why you're at here. Okay? You're here in the reverse. This is done. You are now in the receptive. And Spirit is saying, take the time to be receptive. You have the tools, you have the power, but this is about taking action to make things happen. And I feel like right now they're telling you that the action you need to take is your next step, but to really ponder, to really take the time to figure out where you're going to apply the light next. How are you going to see things the next time around, the next go around? Okay? Is everything going to be an obstacle? Or are you going to meet up to the challenge? You know, you're going to go up to the challenge and go, yes, I'm ready. And I'm happy. I'm happy for life and whatever it gives me. So that the next time around, you're not going to have to drop all the sticks again, all that burden, all the world on your back. You're not going to have that. Because it's never going to get to that. Okay? And it's by giving yourself time to breathe in between actions. It really is. It's about the receptivity. Because you're always moving. And by always moving, you're missing the point to all of these things. You're just going to repeat them again. And you don't want to repeat these again. Absolutely not. What you want to do is move into that receiving. Okay? So that's pretty much it, Pisces. I mean, if you look at the middle, it's all about you taking away all the illusions. I love this card. I love the fact that I can see this energy going down to this crab. It's like giving you the power to know that here, I'm sending you all kinds of intuitive. I love that. It's like here, I'm giving you the gift of being intuitively connected to knowing that this is how you can change your patterns. So there you go, Pisces. I hope that was clear enough. I think it is. But sometimes in my head, while I'm speaking through spirit, I have a hard time to understand. So, but it's because a lot of you will. And sometimes I have to listen to them after and I go, oh yeah, that made sense. It's very different to be communicating and then receiving with the brain. But I'm pretty sure this makes a lot of sense to you. And because you're smart cookies. I'm going to send you a lot of love, light, and blessings. And thank you for watching. And thank you for bearing with me while I'm still getting over this cold. And I feel very good when I'm here. Because, of course, being in spirit always feels wonderful to me. It's when I turn this off a little bit that I have to go back to just the same old stuff. I swear, one day, when I get really mastery, I'll be able to just stay tuned in all the time and live in some other realm, maybe. Take care of yourself, and I will see you later tomorrow. As always, bye for now.